Welcome to the kidsministry.blog podcast. Every episode, we share ideas, tips, and resources to help your children's ministry thrive.
Okay, let's get into it. Today, we're looking at some great insights from kidsministry.blog. They really focus on a challenge I think many people organizing events have probably faced. Picture this. It's like 10:30 at night, the day before something big like VBS, Vacation Bible School.
Right.
And you get this text from a volunteer, totally panicked. What am I actually doing tomorrow? Where's the stuff?
Oh, yeah, I've seen that happen.
Then Monday morning hits, total chaos. You've got Sarah hunting for craft supplies. Tom's completely lost about which kids are his. Mike's wandering around trying to figure out where to set up games.
It sounds stressful just hearing about it.
Exactly. And the author talks about this real crap moment, realizing that volunteer training isn't just like a nice to have. It's fundamental. It's what stops everything from completely imploding.
And what's really interesting and what the blog points out is how often these, seemingly obvious steps get missed, and missing them leads to pretty big problems. So our mission today is really to unpack how good volunteer training, the kind outlined here, can take that potential disaster and turn it into something smooth, confident even.
It's more than just avoiding chaos, right? It's actually empowering the volunteers.
Absolutely. Empowering people. That's the key.
So how do you make that shift? The blog says just emailing a schedule is like tossing someone car keys and saying, good luck.
Yeah, pretty much not helpful.
Instead, they talk about the meeting that actually helps. This means really sitting down and asking those specific what-if questions.
Right. It's about proactive problem solving, not just giving information. What if a kid has an allergic reaction?
Yeah, where is the first aid kit? What if a child is really struggling behaviorally?
What if you run out of, blue paint?
Exactly. And they mentioned this volunteer, Jessica. She said that meeting just made her feel way less terrified because she had some idea of what to expect, what she could do.
It lowers the anxiety. Tom, another volunteer, mentioned apparently slept better just knowing his worries had been heard.
That proactive approach, thinking it through, then leads to walking through everything.
The physical space.
Yes. Don't just say supplies are in the closet. If there are like 6 identical, unlabeled closets,
in there,
take them on a tour, show them the bathrooms, extra chairs, the pickup spot, even, like the blog says, the weird stuff.
The sticky door, the light switch hidden behind the poster.
Yes. They shared a story about someone hunting for paper towels for ages because they'd been moved. Another volunteer setting up in the dark. Small things, but they cause real frustration.
And then for the really big events, they recommend practice runs.
Seems maybe a bit much at first.
Maybe, but think about it. Letting volunteers actually try the activities, maybe even pretend to be the kids, it uncovers so much.
Like Mike finding out his game took way too long.
Or Sarah realizing she needed double the glue sticks.
Or Tom figuring out smaller groups were just much more manageable for his station.
You'd much rather find that stuff out beforehand, right? Not with 20 kids staring at you expectantly.
Definitely. And that kind of hands-on practice, you just can't get that from reading instructions.
Nope.
Then there's the idea of empowering them with an emergency sheet. Simple, but crucial.
Yeah, who's actually in charge? Where's first aid? Cleaning supplies? Who do you call if a parent is late?
And they suggest taping it somewhere obvious. They had a volunteer share how it basically saved her when a kid got sick. She knew exactly where the bucket and wipes were, who to grab for help.
It's about putting the power to act in their hands immediately, decentralizing it.
And along with that, the buddy system for new folks, pairing someone like Jessica, who was nervous, with Sarah, who'd done it before.
Or Tom, maybe quieter, with Mike, who's more outgoing. It accelerates that feeling of belonging and knowing who to ask. It's basic mentorship, really.
And they even suggest role-playing, which might feel a bit awkward.
A little, yeah. But practicing how to handle a tricky situation, like a complaining parent or a kid having a meltdown.
It helps you not just freeze when it happens for real. You've sort of been there before, mentally.
Preparing for the unexpected, not just the plan on the paper.
And the details matter so much, like supply lists that make sense.
This is a big one. Not just construction paper.
No, it needs to be like construction paper, 1 sheet per kid, red, blue, green, stored in the craft closet, top shelf, blue bin.
Specificity is key. And backups. If you run out of glue sticks, the liquid glue is here.
Takes the guesswork out.
Yeah.
And building in buffer time in the schedule.
Yes. Instead of 10.000 to 10.30 for that crowd.
Make it 10.00 to 10.45. It just eases the pressure. allows for those little delays like bathroom trips without throwing everything off.
And crucially, during the event itself, give volunteers permission to change stuff.
That feels important. If the craft is bombing or taking forever,
simplify it. If the game isn't working with that group, switch to something else. The goal is the kids having a positive experience, right? Not rigidly sticking to a flawed plan. It's about being adaptive.
And finally, check in during event. Actually walk around.
Don't just disappear into an office.
Ask, need anything? How's it going?
You can catch someone feeling overwhelmed before it becomes a real problem.
Yeah.
Offer that real-time support.
Exactly. Proactive support.
So when you pull it all together, what this deep dive into kids ministry blog really shows is that investing that time in proper volunteer training, the walkthroughs, the practice, the super clear communication, the flexibility, it pays off massively. It builds confidence, it prevents that awful chaos, and honestly, it just makes the whole experience better for everyone.
It really is about empowering people, not just giving them a list of tasks. And I loved that detail about Jessica, the volunteer who was panicking beforehand.
Yeah.
The blog mentioned she now helps train new volunteers because she remembers so clearly how much being prepared helped her.
That's fantastic. It really brings it full circle. And it makes you think, doesn't it? Beyond just planning events, where else in your life could this kind of detailed prep, this practical rehearsal, this real focus on empowering support, where else could that lead to surprisingly smoother sailing and, just more confidence all around?
Thanks for listening. To find more ideas, tips, and resources, go to kidsministry.blog. We'll see you next time.